Welcome to the Audi RS Q8 and say hello and goodbye to its rear seat. Now it's roomy, it's comfy and a place to seat three awestruck passengers. But the seat of power, that's this one up front. So see you there. This is the Audi RS Q8. It's Audi's most powerful SUV yet, its brother from another mother to the Lamborghini Urus, and at this moment it is the fastest SUV around the Nürburgring. Now that I've brought you up to speed, it's time to start the rolling evaluation. I've got an empty stretch of road ahead of me, RS2 activated, which converts the already highly strung RS Q8 and dials it up to 11, foot on brake, gear selected, launch control, and here we go. This is madness. Fastest SUV in the world. I think I can believe that. Let me quickly run you through some numbers. The Audi RS Q8 can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds and can charge on to a 250 kph top speed. You could even ask Audi to unlock a 305 kph top speed for you. The figures are fit for a supercar, but this is a 5-meter long 2.3-ton grizzly bear of an SUV. Making that performance possible is a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 petrol engine that makes 600 horsepower and 800 Newton-meters of torque. The engine has cylinder-on-demand Tech 2 and can shut off 4 cylinders at light loads to aid efficiency. But I don't have any plans to give any of the 8 cylinders the day off. And right on cue, Murphy enters the picture. The RS Q8 is an all-weather, all-season performance SUV, so I guess it's only fitting that we've had the rainiest day of the season to shoot in. But inclement weather shouldn't spoil the fun, as on all performance Audis, Quattro all-wheel drive has my back. And also true to other performance Audis, the learning curve is short. The RS Q8 doesn't intimidate, and soon enough the initial exploratory prods on the accelerator evolve into longer, weightier presses. And it's the sound that gets me first. That soundtrack from those oval exhausts at the back. Now at all times there's this bubble in the background, but when you press a bit harder, that burble changes into a growl, and at full chat it goes into a guttural roar. And you will be tempted to open it up at every given chance. Kick-down acceleration is hilarious, and even elevation changes just go by unnoticed. The pushback onto your seat is addictive. It's like someone's lit the afterburners. Performance is mega. This is supercar quick. Now to visualize it, just imagine the Big Show pulling off an Usain Bolt. You just can't get your head around how fast this thing is. But you know what? The performance isn't even the most remarkable thing about the RS Q8. Handling is. Making an SUV go fast in a straight line is one thing. Making an SUV go fast around corners requires a whole different level of sorcery. What can I tell you about the RS Q8's magic box of tricks? Now, there's standard rear wheel steering, active anti-roll bars, and this car also has the optional sport differential. Let's go one by one, starting with all-wheel steering. Rear wheel steer is standard on the RS Q8, so what that does is at low speeds to aid maneuverability, the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction as the front ones by up to 5 degrees. When you're going faster, they turn in the same direction as the front wheels up to 1.5 degrees to aid stability. Now, you can't feel the system at work, but I can tell you that this SUV feels a whole lot smaller in the corners than you'd expect it to. The steering is well weighted and quick and offers a great degree of connect. Then there's the active anti-roll bars. Disconnecting on straight roads to improve comfort, the system recouples in milliseconds to counteract body roll in bends. The system does its job so well. You'd expect an SUV as tall as the Audi RS Q8 to be like the Leaning Tower of Pisa in the corners. But thanks to that active anti-roll bar, it just stays flat. It drives like a low-slung sports car. It's mind-boggling. The RS Q8 stays so eerily flat, you'll suspect the calibration of your internal gyroscope is off. And since weight transfer is kept in check so effectively, mechanical grip is just at another level. The grip, oh my god, the grip. Now this is a rainy day and I shouldn't be taking liberties, but you just get so much confidence from the whole package. And with that sport differential at the back, it just claws and claws and claws and rewards you the harder you drive in a corner. It's just unreal what a sophisticated and clever suspension can make a big and heavy SUV like this do. The RS Q8 is just as intense on the brakes. Of course, you need some mega brakes in something like the RS Q8, and I'll just tell you a number. The front discs, the standard steel discs, are 16.5 inches in diameter. That's larger than most cars' wheels. Carbon ceramic brakes are an option too. You might just need them because you really need a racetrack to reach the RS Q8's performance and handling limits. The good thing is that the roads en route won't pose much of a challenge to the RS Q8. The 23-inch tires have enough sidewall to take the initial impact, and the air suspension just softens the blow further. For all its performance, the RS Q8 is as comfy as a standard Q8. And when you're done with a day of chasing supercars, you can actually take the RS Q8 off the beaten track. I'll show you how. So, you select Drive Select, off-road mode, the height goes up by 3.5 inches, and that's about it. You just turn in. Find yourself a nice spot and you'll like what you see of the RS Q8 both inside and out. The screen-heavy cabin looks cutting-edge, quality as you'd expect is brilliant, and the seats are fantastic. There's loads and loads of ways to spec the SUV to your liking, and it'll be a crime not to opt for the carbon fiber addenda. To my eyes, the broad-shouldered Q8 is the most attractive of the German SUV coupes. This RS Q8 is more special still. The large intakes and blacked-out grille make it look the business, and as a sucker for sexy wheels, I'm sold on those ginormous 23-inch rims too. Before ending, I have to bring in the Lamborghini Urus. The Lambo is more extroverted outside and inside and feels and sounds more dramatic to drive too. But what the Lambo isn't is as friendly as an everyday car. There's also the small matter that the Urus costs a crore more. So back to the 2.07 crore RS Q8. In a word, it's brilliant. It's got all the trappings of an Audi luxury car, it's as entertaining to drive as a supercar, and by virtue of being an SUV, it also fits into the India scheme of things like few other performance models can. Drive one and you just won't forget it. The term super SUV, it sounds about right.